This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the first Purge.
Over the last few years, I've talked about how the Purge films have made one of the most unexpected pivots in genre film history. With the first Purge in theaters on the 4th of July, it seemed like a good time to go back and look at how the series went from home invasion film to politically charged thriller in way fewer steps than it should take to make that transition. Like I said, 2013's The Purge was, at its core, a home invasion movie. Starring Ethan Hawke and Lena Headey, it followed the Sandin family being held hostage in their own home after providing refuge to a stranger being hunted during the annual Purge. 12 hours where all crime is legal so people can just get it out of their system. But it was that last part that really intrigued audiences, and a franchise was born. In the follow-up, The Purge Anarchy, we catch up with the stranger from the first film a year later in the streets of Los Angeles. It was the flip side of the first movie where we were inside an affluent home of a family who made their money selling security systems. This time we were in the street and saw how it affected people who couldn't afford those security systems. We got more of an idea of the motivations for the Purge, and it answered the question of who could bring themselves to participate. We saw how a police sergeant could purge to avenge the death of his son whose killer got off on a legal technicality. It started the conversation that moved us into the third film, 2016's decidedly on the nose Purge election year. This is where the Purge films went from hinting at the politics of the movies and just leaned right into it. The film embraced the changing political landscape of America and built its dynamics from the sides that were developing. Frank Grillo's police sergeant returns as the head of security for a Purge surviving senator who watched her family killed as a teenager and is now campaigning for the presidency on the platform of ending the Purge. The new founding fathers of America, who founded the Purge, decided to use the annual event to purge the competition, as it were. It's when the movie stopped dancing around the political underbelly of the story and just went for it. Now here's where things get particularly messed up. Right now, in 2018, we are closer to the events of that first movie than we are to the release of the film. The first film was set in 2022, and when it came out in 2013, it seemed impossible. Now it's 2018, and we are currently dealing with children being caged. So honestly, when the first Purge starts trending, I'm not sure if it's because of the movie or that the president tweeted that he's just going for it. It's making the movie all the more relevant. Not only did it have what may be the greatest poster of all time, it's about a town being basically quarantined to test the Purge, and it's coming out at a point where I might actually shrug it off if it was announced that the American government was going to take a small town and test a program where they allow all crime, including murder, for a 12-hour period in hopes that it would just eliminate crime for the rest of the year before they took that program national. Honestly, at this point, I'd probably just be impressed at the due diligence of them actually running a pilot program to test it. But that's what we're getting with the first Purge. The missing link between that could never be a thing, and well, if it worked there, you can find out how it goes from test to tradition on the 4th of July when the first Purge hits theaters. So do you think the Purge could work? Would you lock yourself away or take your chances in the streets? Let me know in the comments, and remember, Fright, Hype, and Crypt TV are all over the internet. Until next time, keep the horror on the screen and off the streets. I'll see you then.
Watch new scary vids every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.